Peace to everybody. This is about R. Kelly didn't show up to court for civil sex abuse case because he can't read, lawyers confirm. And I really think that is a cover up to make an excuse for R. Kelly not to be at court like he should have been. And in here in the picture is R. Kelly with a whole bunch of other people. Robert R. Kelly's literacy has been long reported, and the R&B artist has been transparent about such, particularly in that 19-minute song he asked people to suffer through. So this is, I don't know, he did a 19-minute song he asked people to suffer through, and they expect everybody to believe him. I don't believe him because the girls came out and told what happened. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, his lawyers are said literacy struggles in connection with his failure to appropriately respond to a sex abuse complaint. So now they're trying to say that, well, it was a failure, but with R. Kelly, he was served with papers and while he was incarcerated for the alleged sexual abuse thing. And of course, he still owes his ex-wife Drea $160,000 in child support, which she is still not paying. So there could be more time in prison for him for that. Robert Sylvester Kelly has failed and refused to file an appearance or answer to the complaint, even though he is required to do so. The complaint filed by the plaintiff, Heather Williams, attorneys read, Williams, a minor at the time of the allegations at 16 years old, is also one of the listed plaintiffs in the ongoing criminal case against the self-proclaimed Pied Piper. Well, I'm pretty sure they called him the Pied Piper, but Heather Williams, she was one of the plaintiffs that she filed a, a complaint against R. Kelly when for the sexual abuse that time when she was 16 years old. And, now, and he had refused to show up to respond to that for the filed by the complainant, the sexual abuse thing. Kelly was served in early March, and subsequent hearings were scheduled on April 23rd and April 24th under presiding Cook County Judge Maria S. Johnson. Kelly failed to appear at either hearing, so R. Kelly did not show up for these court hearings because it was scheduled for April 23rd and April 24th, and it was presided by the Cook County Judge Maria S. Johnson. So, and he was incarcerated in jail still in March. The defendant does not recall being served. Kelly's attorney Rayed Shalabi and Zaid Abdullah stated in a filing on April 26, the defendant suffers from a learning disability that adversely affects his ability to read. In essence, he cannot. So like I said, that's a cover-up to make an excuse for R. Kelly not to show up in court when he was supposed to. They're using his learning disability to keep him from going to court. And when you don't show up in court, yes, there will be a bench warrant for your arrest, like it or not. And I know it's a bad thing to say, but it is the truth. But you gotta show up when you are scheduled there. On Friday, April 24th, R. Kelly reportedly wanted to fight the default judgment, claiming he was too overwhelmed while being held in incarceration in connection with his child support case. So yeah, April 24th, he was supposed to be there. He wanted to fight the default judgment, but that didn't happen. He lost that one to the woman who filed the complaint against him. Kelly's publicist reportedly told the Sun-Times on April 24th that the civil lawsuit was not a priority for his client. "We don't care about the lawsuit," he told them at the time. "The lawsuit means nothing to us." Oh, so now the lawsuit means nothing to them? Really? But that's why he lost the lawsuit to begin with, because he didn't show up in court when you're scheduled to be there? And this is what Kelly's publicist has told the Sun-Times on April 24th. Every excuse in the book is not going to work for him this time, because R. Kelly is a puppet, he's a manipulator, and he is a handler for the girls. That's why the girls had came out and told their story for what he has done to them. And there was no way that he could escape this one. But if he has to do more time for his child support payment, well, let it be so, because when you don't pay that, you're gone for a long while, like it or not. Leave your comments below. I am out.